Chito Vera is fighting Aiemann Zahabi in October. Now, who's going to win this fight? Well, first of all, who's going to win this fight? Let's take a look at their latest performances, in which Chito Vera fought Sean O'Malley for a second time, in which Sean O'Malley started off great, rocked Chito Vera in round 2. Sean O'Malley completely outlanded Chito Vera, won every single round, and Sean O'Malley won by decision. And after this, Chito Vera wanted to fight Deiveson Figueiredo, in which both went back and forth, both landed some great shots and kicks, until Deiveson Figueiredo dropped Chito Vera in round 3. And Deiveson Figueiredo won by decision. Now let's take a look at Aimann's latest performances, in which he fought Pedro Munoz, in which both started out very fast, both landed some great combinations, both had their moments in this fight, but Aiemann won by decision. Aiemann Zahabi. Now after this, Aiemann wanted to fight Jose Aldo, in which both started off great until Jose Aldo dropped Aiemann, but then Aiemann brought it back, put a lot of punishment on Jose Aldo in round 3, and Aiemann won by decision.
Now, this fight is ass since both fighters suck and they're not going to be able to do anything if they manage to get into the top 5. I mean, if we look at Chito Vera, we'll see that he's on a downhill as he's on a 2-fight losing streak. And recently, he hasn't beaten any elite level fighter who's in their prime. Not to mention that he's already proven that he can't compete against anybody in the top 5. And if we look at Aiemann Zahabi, we'll see that he's 37 years old. And although he's on a 6-fight winning streak, he hasn't finished anybody since 2023. And that's with the fact that he hasn't been fighting at the highest level or even close to fighting at the highest level. So the fact that he's fighting Chito Vera, his hardest opponent yet, he's gonna have to pick it up and show something he's never shown before, because although Chito Vera hasn't been looking too dangerous or too dominant, he's still not an easy fight, especially to someone like Aiemann. But realistically, I don't really mind the outcome of this fight, because it's not like the winner of this fight is gonna have a massive impact on the bantamweight division, because like I said, both suck and they don't have a future in the UFC. So you could say that both are fighting to see who's the better shit fighter out of the two. But anyways, when talking about how this fight's gonna go, I don't doubt that this could be a boring ass fight, simply because Chito Vera doesn't even go for the finish anymore, and he doesn't even stay busy enough to entertain the fans. The only thing that's been entertaining about his last 2 fights was the fact that he was getting his ass whooped. So honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he decides to play it safe and boring, but at the same time, he can't really afford to do this, because that's going to allow Aiemann Zahabi to outland and outperform him, which is going to allow him to take the win by decision, which will be embarrassing. So I got Chito Vera winning this fight because he needs to win this fight, and also because I believe he can do enough to outwork and outland Aiemann Zahabi.